Hey guys, it's me. And before we get into this game and this review, I just wanted to say thanks to all of you for everything you guys helped me with last night, all the comments you left, all the replays you sent in. When I woke up, I had a ton of emails, I had a ton of views, subscribers, all of that, and I just sat there for like a good 5-10 minutes in awe, just like amazed by how awesome you guys are. So thank you. I never even imagined that this would get this much attention, as laggy as that video was. Like, I was figuring I'd get like 100 views on that. So thanks, guys. Alright, so let's get into the game. We are looking at RayneBro on Ezreal. And to point out real quick, both RayneBro and NMHBU play extremely solid this game, and you will see throughout the whole game. But RayneBro starts Doran's Blade, extremely standard start. I do not know why you have 6 AP. A little bit concerned about that, but otherwise your stats look pretty normal. So, now this is something that I'm assuming that they discussed beforehand in Champion Select, or we're discussing now and I couldn't see it, but they decided to do a 2v1 lane swap, and that's the reason I picked this replay. Is this is something that I'm seeing in solo queue a lot, especially in Diamond, and I'm glad that it's trickling down to the other brackets. And it's something you can do if you don't feel confident about the lane you're laning against, or if you want to try and screw over their top laner as much as possible. So they do a pretty good job in the 2v1 lane, and there were a couple things I wanted to point out that you could have done better. So let's get into that. So basically, the whole point of the 2v1 lane, other than to deny farm and experience from the top laner and set them back as much as possible, is to push the tower in quickly and get it down fast. And you guys had a perfect setup for this. Unfortunately, you didn't quite execute it well, and part of that has to do with communication, and just part of that has to do with experience. So what you want to do with the 2v1 lane is what we call a slow push. And basically, you want the third wave where the cannon minion gets the third wave that the cannon minion is in to be the wave that hits the tower, so that you have a build up of like 2.5 waves. And you guys push it a little too fast, and you lose like 2 to 3 creeps to the tower really early on. And the other thing is, you're not denying the Renekton experience if you push the waves that quickly. So it was just a little bit too fast. Now the other thing I wanted to point out, and why I paused it, Malphite started blue. You guys knew this based off the timing that Renekton got back to lane and where Nidalee came from, and your Nunu obviously started blue. So Malphite's going to be finishing his red up in a little bit. Your Nunu's a little behind, but not too bad. He's Nunu, can clear fast. So what you want to keep in mind with this 2v1 lane, and again, this comes to communication, typing to your team, because not all the time is it the case where your team is just like, fuck you, I'm going to do whatever I want, I am king. Like, they'll listen to you every now and then, especially when your ideas are good. So the whole idea would have been, with this Nunu here, hitting level 3, right around the time this wave that I was talking about gets to the tower, you would have him come in, blood boil you, throw a couple ice balls at Renekton, and just start wailing on that tower. You want to try and get it down as fast as possible, which is what you see these guys doing. Look, huge wave, they just start going at it. You guys do, I mean, you can tell, waves are smaller. It's pretty obvious. So it's one thing you could have worked on with that 2v1 situation. Again, it's not something that people experience too often, especially in solo queue, so I'm going to chalk it up to inexperience with that. And it takes a little while to learn how to get used to. Like, trust me, I've only done it a handful of times, so I'm no expert. So, fast forward this a bit. Now, Malphite is about to come and gank you guys, and you do something which makes me so proud of you as an AD carry player. Which is... oh no. Let's back that up a bit. Alright. So he comes to gank, and you kite backwards while attacking. This is so important when getting ganked, when kiting, when doing anything, is auto-attacking, using abilities as you're running away. You get this awesome first blood on Renekton, and then Malphite flashed. Why not follow it up and get this kill? Your Thresh is kind of a douche and takes it from you. Don't worry about it, it's not a big deal. What I do now is push this wave like crazy, and as you can tell, your Thresh is not auto-attacking the minions, not attacking anything. He's kind of running around, and so are you, for brief periods of time. Thresh gets his act together in a bit, but again, this is where communication comes in. Ping, be like, push. That's all you have to type. 4 letters, push. And I'm assuming that he'll understand what you mean, unless he doesn't understand English, which I hope at this point he does on the NA server. So you guys push it out. Could have happened a little faster. That wave could have gotten there and been at the tower. So push, push, push. I personally, at this point, you can still stay in. When this Thresh hooks in like that, though, you should leave. You're significantly weaker now. Even though the Renekton's really, really low, you should probably be thinking about going back just because you're out of mana. And then this happens down here. This is awesome. 1 kill. Follow this cannon. And 2 kills. Perfect. So at this point, with this wave, push it, go back, you're golden. Or maybe this wave, actually. So push this wave. Ignore what I just said. Push this wave. This is the one you want to do. And then go back. You have time to where their bottom lane's coming back. You don't have to worry about them taking your tower. Everything is still pretty much even. But you guys decide to stay, and chaos ensues. Thresh kinda dies, unfortunately, and due to his actions, you now die. I don't think you could have done much in the situation that you were in. Again, you should have backed earlier, but with the situation you were put in, a death's a death. You're gonna die a couple times in every game. So let's fast forward a bit. Alright. So coming up here, you do something that you should never do. Which is, you get way too antsy, and you're, first off, you don't want to place yourself against walls versus a Vayne. If you can avoid it, because Condemn hurts a lot, and it sets you up to die. Vayne has level 6 ultimate on you. You have flash down, obviously. You need to get out of there, you need to not be in that position. You need to be sitting around this area and just CSing, both you and Thresh. If I was this Vayne, I would have condemned you, ulted, gone in on you with Bilgewater, and either, hopefully you wouldn't flash over the wall, probably would, but you flash this way, and if you do Arcane Shift this way, I would just keep chasing you down, keep chasing you down, keep chasing you down, and either kill you, or drive you out of lane, and then I get to do some damage to this tier 2 inner at 804. But that doesn't happen. You get hit a couple times, no biggie. Just saying, future reference, do not do that kind of stuff when they have level 6 against you, especially against a duelist like Vayne. So pushing, pushing, pushing. Some awesome follow-up with Kassadin. Kill this plant lady. Everyone hates her, especially that stupid passive. Alright. So running around, running around. Now, Dragon is smart and not smart at the same time. One, because this Nidalee chunks you guys, and you're at such a low level that Dragon still hurts. So Thresh is down, Nunu pretty much goes down. You're lucky Vayne accidentally auto-attacked that dragon. You guys, Nunu auto-attack the dragon to get the last hit on it. Now this works out in your guys' favor. Barely, though. Nidalee should have been able to kill you. She stopped her auto attack. You get the kill off on her. Nice job, man. So I think you could have pushed this lane a little more than you did, but going back, not a big deal. It's all good. Here's something I wanted to point out to you, and let's pause it real quick. Look at you. Item choices. With blue Ezreal and Ezreal in general at this point, builds they're so different, and yet most of them are all really effective, that I'm not going to fault you for going like Bloodthirster over something else. So it's not a big deal. The one thing I wanted to say is, though, you probably should have gone Bloodthirster first while sitting on the tier, and then build into the Manamune later, like maybe even after the Frozen Fist or as your second item. And it just helps your power spike like ramp more evenly, because you're going to get a bigger spike of power right now from the Bloodthirster, and then once the Manamune gets to full stacks and turns into Muramana, that's another big power spike. Like, that's huge for you. And the other thing that you don't seem to do too often, you have blue, you have Tear of the Goddess, spam those Qs when you're running around. Anyway, let's focus on this. You kill a couple of these creeps, and you're like, fuck you team, I'm gonna do what I want. Don't do that. Do not do that. Go help your team in a situation like this, because you could have killed some more people. You might have been able to save. Wait, does Nunu live? Yeah, Nunu lives. Okay, cool. Well, you wouldn't have been able to save Cassidon, you might have done some damage, but you kill Rockman. Good job, RayneBro. Running around, kiting back, doing damage. Awesome. So this is where you waste another little bit of time. You're like, I don't know what to do. Not Thresh, you. You're like, I'm gonna get wolves. I don't want wolves anymore. I'm gonna go down. I don't want to go down. I'm gonna clear blue. Wait. Okay, clearing blue. In all reality, you should have just gone down, but it's all good, because then you guys pull off this. Don't know if you were duo queued with the Thresh. This is awesome coordination, though, and I love it. Bam. I hate my life, because you guys are screwing me over. Again, good job, RayneBro. Good job, Thresh. Whose name I don't know. It is Modgon. Good job, Modgon. What you should be doing at this point. There is Zyra on the map. Renekton, Malphite, and Nidalee. You know Vayne's dead because you just killed her. There's no need to help in a 3v2. They're probably going to get the kill without you. And even if they don't need you to get this kill. You do not need this kill. What you do need is to be pushing versus their support and try and do damage to this bottom turret, because later on this becomes a slight issue for you guys where you don't have any pressure anywhere on the map. It's actually coming up fairly soon. Alright. And another thing, which I will show you in a second. Alright, for those of you who do not know, Ezreal's Q procs on-hit effects. That's why Muramana, Frozen Fist, all of those on-hit abilities are so awesome on Ezreal late game. But this also applies to red buff. So when you shoot someone with a red buff, and they're burning from it, even if you don't auto-attack them when you get into tower range, it's still going to aggro to you because it considers the red buff damage your damage. So you take a good chunk of damage and you zone yourself out from doing probably another 200 to 300 worth of damage onto that tower. It all adds up. Trust me, it all adds up. We don't care about Thresh. Does Nunu live? Nunu lives. Alright. So at this point, Nunu's got to go back. No, Nunu doesn't live. You have to go back. So Nunu's respawning. Thresh has to go back. Kennen's top. You're here. What are they doing? They have pressure down here because no one pushed that lane. Should have been you. Kennen's up top trying to push it out because Renekton was up there creating pressure. And you have a Thresh at like 1/5 health and a Cassidon at half health who I believe dies here. Yep, he dies there. And they just got a tower. all because there is so much pressure everywhere else that they can just walk up to the turret and do whatever they want. Now, you should have gone straight to middle and then just maybe ulted bottom to clear it out. That's what I would recommend. You don't do that. You do clear it out semi-quickly though. You guys trade kills middle. Head to middle now. You're heading, and you do something really weird. You're like, I want this Nidalee. And you need to be thinking, no, not this Nidalee, because there's 3 people there. Crap. And they kind of pincer you in, which is not good. So, you're trying to do your best, and then this happens. Now, this is a perfect time to explain. Sometimes you will die, or you may escape, you never know, but you have to understand, like, you're dead here for good, for sure. You have to understand wasting time is also valuable. What you could have done, since you were in that situation, you should not have been in that situation, but since you were already put into that situation, is when you're here, arcane shift this way over the wall, and then start going around this way. Maybe you might have escaped, but it also would have given your team some time to catch up and maybe clean up after you. So, getting back to the game. Team's doing what it can to defend this tower. They get some kills. Good job, team. We're more focused on RayneBro.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Run, RayneBro, run! Run! Oh, they got the turret. Damn it. Run. Alright. Get in middle turret. Good job.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Alright, now here's the other thing. There is this nifty thing when you hit tab that shows the respawn timers. Respawn timers are super important. So there are 2 things you have to keep in mind with respawn timers and other things. One, when you think they went back to base and how long it takes them to get to where you are from base. And 2, when they're going to respawn from when they respawned to getting to where you are. Now, if you notice, Kassadin's at half health with pretty much no mana. He is worthless. He's just a floating pile of crap. Kennen, kind of chunked, not a big deal. And then there's you, full health, pretty much full mana, you're good to go. But that Kassadin being there is not good. So, someone should be pinging, hey, let's get back, because this happens. And granted, you guys are kiting back, doing a good job, but at the same time, your Kennen's sitting on 1,000 gold, your Kassadin's sitting on 1,000 gold. Instead of wasting that time pushing in, you guys should have pushed out the lane real fast so that it wasn't even here, but so that your wave was pushing in this way. And then be like, hey guys, heal up, buy up, let's go. Again, communicating with your team, real important. These little things that you may not think matter. So I believe you guys kill... Do you kill Plant Lady again? No. Not yet. Alright, but what you do have coming up is a really interesting team fight, in which some interesting things happen. So let's watch this. They're doing Dragon. You're like, I'm going to do some damage to it, try and steal it. Don't steal it. Get some good damage off on Nidalee, though. Shift over the wall, get yourself out of danger. Awesome. Your team's over here, trying to get in, and you guys are sitting here split, and you're buying time, which is awesome again. So auto attack, Q, run backwards. Your team gets there, and you instantly pick out Nidalee and just blow her up. Kennen zoning Vayne, killing her by himself. Good job, NM HBU. That's why I love you. You guys kill this Malphite. Now notice, by the time Malphite is pretty much dead, that's when Renekton and Zyra get to the fight. So it's 2v, well 3 technically, like at this second, but it's about to be 2v5. And with this much health and mana on your whole team, there is no outcome where they win, unless they're like 30-0 and you guys are like 0-30 on just those 2 players. So due to their positioning and the way they were split and the way that you guys engaged, like, again, good job, Mode Gone. You won that fight. And Won it pretty clearly. So, let's speed this up again. Alright. 18 minutes in, you finally get your minions past the halfway point in lane. What else do you kill the tower? Good job, man. Needs to happen earlier, and even if you don't kill the tower, you need to create some pressure down there. So, at this point you have 17k. Don't think about it. As soon as you killed that tower, you should have bought. You don't, it's whatever. But you should have bought. Running around, wasting their time, wasting their time. And again, wasting their time is what you just did, and look what happens. You may have died, but she dies too. Nothing else happens after that, I do not believe. Does it? No. Wait. Is he gonna? Yes, he does it. And then fails the flash. This Cassidy makes some awesome plays and some derpy plays. He's like 50-50 on useful. He kills Ira though. Alright. So fast forward, you're running in, pushing the wave. Good job. Items are working out. Now, here is something that you need to work on if you're going to be playing this Ezreal in general, or any champion that uses a Sheen, Lichbane, whatever. You're hitting that turret, and you should be queuing off to the distance, Wing off in the distance, especially Wing your teammates, that's important. Sheen procced auto attacks deal extra damage to turrets. You will drop them super fast. You can do this every 2 seconds. Remember that. So, now your team's fighting here, and I don't know if you were thinking about going down to this bottom turret here to try and push this out. I don't know what you're thinking. You should have been mid helping them. Missed a kill on Renekton, and you probably could have pushed them back a bit, because this is the most important turret to save. Other than these ones, this one's the most important. So you should be saving it. You get back, and you guys do not save it. But what you do, back this up a bit. Alright. So running around. I know what you do, I think is really funny. This is an awesome bait. You don't want to run in corridors versus a Nidalee or anyone that has skill shots like that, because they can hit you real easy. Anyway, you got 3 people coming in, and you're like, I'm going to kill Ezreal. And you guys just go, nope. Kill Nidalee, run in there, cannon ult, get all 3 kills, and they hate their lives even more. Good job. Zyra doesn't even want to deal with it. So running. Push out the lane. How much gold you got? Not enough to go by. I mean, you probably could get your Glacial Shroud. Not a big deal if you don't finish that. The CDR is really nice though. So, running around, and you decided to do something smart. Not that you haven't done smart things already, which is get Dragon. Global objectives that are free, and I would consider that downtime, like a little lull that you were in. Got red buff, got Dragon. That's a smart way to spend your lull time. They're doing Baron, they're not going to do it. It may have been a smart move. I think your team saw it coming. This Vayne goes ham for no reason. Back that up and watch this Vayne just do something stupid. Alright. So you're running in. They have vision on you because of the plant. Remember that, gives vision. Vayne's like, I want Ezreal. Flashes over, condemns you, but you E at the same time, and she still gets the stun off, but it doesn't really count as much. Malphite misses his ult. Huge chunk on all of them. You should go in. I don't know who's pinging back. They're stupid. Kassadin should have flashed in there and killed them. Kennen does all the work, though. And you're pretty much... Now, let's back this a little bit so I can show you. Alright. So when Kennen goes in here, in just a second... Where is Kennen going in? Why are you so far back, Kennen? Hurry up. Alright, so Both Malphite, Renekton, and Zyra want you. They're ignoring this Kennen, except for the Zyra. And now Renekton's like, oh crap, I gotta get Kennen, but I want Ezreal, I gotta do both things. And they ignore you. So it's a good job on staying back while doing damage while still being a threat. And at this point, because you've done so much kiting, they're so split up that you can just do whatever you want. Now, get that kill. You guys have just killed 1, 2, 3 people. Stop chasing the Renekton. You don't need the kill. Kills are not important. They are to get the lead sometimes, but you already have the lead. You're in the lead by 6k gold. Don't chase the Renekton. Push middle. Or push out top. Pick one. And then after you do that, go by, because you have enough for your Frozen Fist after you push out one of those waves. Right now you're just kind of running around wasting time. Remember, throughout this whole game you probably waste a good 3-4 minutes just running around. And League is a game of inches. So every little thing matters. Like, even 100 damage to a tower matters. But you go back and get that fist. Good job, bro. Alright. Okay. So we're going to back this fight up a bit. Let's see how this starts. Thresh is going to ward. Smart man. They think they're going to get Kennen. Little do they know, he's going to Zhonya's. Now you get a devastating ult off, combined with Nunu ult. So there's Nunu ult, bam! You come in ult, bam! And then you're like, I have the biggest balls ever, gonna shift into a Renekton Malphite, and get those double kills. 1 kills. Team double kills. Alright. You guys clean up real well. Good job. Get the Malphite, and then something clicks for all of you, and you're like, let's get this Baron. Smart move. Now at this Baron, a couple things. W your team. Even though you have Blood Boil, their 50 damage auto attacks speed it up, because it takes like 20 seconds to kill this thing. And then Kassadin, just a little quick thing. They got this Nidalee poking you here. Kassadin should be doing what he's doing. Good job, Kassadin. You don't need to worry about it. Just be auto attacking, auto attacking, auto attacking. And you guys don't really want to watch Baron getting killed. It's kind of boring. But you kill it. I'm proud of you. You run around and you buy. And this Nidalee tries to stall you. And you're like, screw you, Nidalee. I hate you. I really hate that champion. But, wasting time, wasting time. Someone should push out top. You try and back again, and guess what happens? They stop you. Not even warded. They just don't like you. But again, you make this Vayne hate her life, I think. Wait. Do you? No. Instead you do it to Plant Lady. I hate Plant Lady. Good job. So you kill her and you start pushing. Here's something real quick. Oh, wait. Oh. Let's watch that again. I love that so much. Alright. Bam! Alright, so slow-mo starting now. There are times in this game where you sometimes just gotta sit back, put your hands over your eyes, and then look up at your death timer and laugh. Just start laughing at yourself, man. Because that was great. Oh, that was beautiful. Alright. So now that you're dead, you have a lot of time to buy. 43 seconds to be exact. Start buying. And, you have all your necessary items. Thresh goes man mode. Kills this Vayne. I think this is like, your guys' synergy is you guys just have balls. Like, giant, massive balls. I like those balls. Anyway, you're about to spawn. You're alive. Alright, so you go to clear up bottom. At this point in the game, not sure if you should be showing bottom, but whatever. The only reason for that is 3 minutes in the game, sometimes the AD carry bottom means Baron. Sometimes it doesn't. But you get this free dragon because you killed Zyra. Well, your team killed Zyra. And Now, again, this is something you could do individually, something you could ping that influences your team. You guys went around here, wasted about 5-10 seconds, probably 5 seconds.
Team's turret has been
Could have gotten that turret down a lot faster. You take aggro, not too big of a deal. I guess Malphite predicted you wrong. But it's 3v4 at the moment, and you guys just do work. Again, you're super ahead. Killing people, killing people, killing people. Alright, good job, dude. Again, W's on cooldown, Q's on cooldown. Get those Sheen procs up. Get your team to be doing more auto attack damage, because you know what? If you did that, this inhibitor would have been down already. It's at half health. That may not seem like much, but Sheen procs, or Frozen Fist procs, damage equal to 125% of base attack damage. So, that's a lot. I'm not going to do the math, because I don't feel like it, but it's a lot of damage to the turret. So, you go back. Now, at this point, you guys should be thinking about ending it. You're 12k ahead. Pretty easily end it. Surprised they haven't surrendered yet. Nunu's going man mode. Sometimes you don't need to be that much of a man, but that's okay. Because you guys make it work by killing Lizard. Alright. So now that you've killed in, I would recommend just pushing up, getting that inhibitor. At this point, Vayne is so discouraged, she's just like, I hate my team, I'm gonna do whatever I want by pushing bottom. My life sucks. Crying about it. Your whole team should have pushed middle and gotten that free inhibitor. Whatever, sometimes you can't control your team. So you guys go bottom. And you're like, I want to kill this Vayne. Does Vayne die? No, she goes back. But what you do is you guys start pushing out bottom. And I don't know if this was foresight, I don't know if you just didn't think about it. What you do is smarter than what I would have done, which is ult this wave as Ezreal to get the minions there faster. What you do is save it. And why I'm going to say it's smarter is because watch what happens when you do. So Nunu's going in. Malphite gets his ult off and he does like no damage. Who gives a shit about Malphite? Arcane shift. Holy shit! You're a god. That ult just devastated them. And killer. Yes. Hating Italy. Good job, man. Alright. So again, Sheen procs. W. Use them. They're important. Attack speed and Sheen procs are important. Frozen Fist procs, whatever you want to call it. Alright. Renekton. He's not dying for anyone's sins. This is not smart. He should have waited. Tower was down anyway. So you get the tower down. Get the inhibitor down. Clear some waves. And you guys start killing people. This is one of those moments where the other team is just kind of flailing around like, I don't know what to do. And this is not one of those things that they should have been doing. So going back, you're out of mana, so I can't yell at you for the Sheen procs and whatever. You get the inhibitor, you die. Nunu dies. Wait, does he? No. No, wait. He lives. Good job, Nunu. But we're focusing on you, and not Nunu or Kennen. Because you're the most important person ever, RayneBro. But you're dead. You're so dead that you can't even see yourself. Okay, back to these guys. They're running. But they're killing. So they get the kill. You're alive, and you got everything, and guess what happens? Wait. You guys get Baron? Do you? Do they steal it? Do you get it? Is Vayne gonna ult it from this far away? No. You get it. Good job. And I can't fast forward it anymore because guess what's coming up? Surrender. Good job, RayneBro. Honestly, I'd have to say Mechanically, the way you control your Ezreal, you are probably better than the division you are in, which I believe was Silver 2 when I checked. So yeah, you're probably better mechanically than all the people you're playing against. Your decision making and timing is a little bit off. That's what you need to work on, is pushing towers, pushing objectives. Remember, like, and that's something as an AD you need to be thinking about, because early on, you kind of don't do damage. Well, Ezreal does, but half the ADs don't, so you need to be attacking towers and doing damage to them as much as you can early on, especially in a 2v1 situation. Now, not including gold you missed because you weren't there or whatever, just the gold that you tried to last hit and you missed due to poor timing, probably missed about 400 to 500 in lane, not sure off the top of my head. Other than that, good job, man. Just work on not wasting time and pressuring. Like, you guys were ahead by a ton, and you were a big part of why they were ahead. You could have ended the game probably 10 minutes ago, though. Good job. This was RayneBro on Ezreal, pushing poopers in. Another thing real quick before I end it, if you like this and you want your replay to be reviewed, please, in the description below here, there is my email address. Email the spectator files, or the spectator replay files in LoL Replay to that email address. Also, since I can't post every one of these on Reddit anymore, I'm going to do this one as one of the last ones. You can follow me on Twitter at ArcMyMeX7, and I will be posting updates there, or subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys.